home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation. It is cool and chilly in Foxborough, and today SpinoKing Sports welcomes you to Gillette Stadium as the Cleveland Browns, 2-5, take on the New England Patriots, who are 5-2. New England and Buffalo are the only teams to be above 500 in the AFC East. The Dolphins lost 3 in a row, and the Jets remain as the only winless team this season. Both the Browns and Bengals won a game last week. The Steelers remain on top, and the Ravens lost 4 in a row.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Here's the Cleveland Browns starting offense, led by Dillon Gabriel, the 94th overall pick in round 3 of the NFL Draft. He has 3 touchdowns this season. The line in front of him, Cornelius Lucas, Joel Bitonio, Ethan Posick, Wyatt Teller, and Jack Conklin. Cleveland's running back, Quinshon Judkins, Jerry Jeudy, Jamari Thrash, and Isaiah Bond, the wide receivers, Harold Fannin, the tight end.
Now, these are the kind of guys, Mike, that I really love coming out of college. Now, I don't love the fact that he's bounced around playing for 3 different colleges, but he played a ton of ball at big-time colleges, and he was one of the best players in the entire country. So not the biggest guy, not the big arm the scouts love, but it's the intelligence, decision-making, and that experience. I think he's going to be able to lean on that and help him make this transition quickly to the NFL.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The defense for New England: Christian Barmore, Kyrus Tonga, and former Eagle Milton Williams, Keluvan Chason, Robert Spillane, Christian Ellis, and Harold Landry, the linebackers, Carlton Davis, Craig Woodson, Jalen Hawkins, and Christian Gonzalez, the secondary.
2nd and 10. He'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards.
39-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
going for it all. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and now it's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
And now, the Patriots starting offense. Drake May, the quarterback. 21 out of 23, plus 2 touchdowns versus the Titans. He's 9th all-time in yards in New England history. The offensive line, Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Garrett Bradbury, Mike Owenu, and Morgan Moses. The backfield runner, Ramondre Stevenson. The 3 receivers are Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, and Demario Douglas. The tight end is Hunter Henry.
There's a lot of people that are really high on this young quarterback, Mike, and for good reason. Got good experience last year, albeit on a bad team, made 12 starts as a rookie, but now he can come into training camp and come into the season understanding this is my team. I'm the future of this franchise, and if they want to compete within that division, they're going to have to get great quarterback play from Drake May.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And here's the Browns defense. Isaiah McGuire, Mason Graham, Malik Collins, and Myles Garrett. The linebackers, Devin Bush, Carson Swessinger, and Jerome Baker. The defensive backs, Denzel Ward, Ronnie Hickman, Grant Delpit, and Miles Harden.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. From out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game,
and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Gabriel. He'll step up and run this. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here comes the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Cleveland.
That's good for a
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Gabriel. Milton Williams in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Gabriel. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee.
Still 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll spot Henry, open downfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Here's a check down, Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
A carry now for Gibson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he's got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
So this is kind of a tricky down and distance, and I think for the defense, you really have to be ready to defend any type of play. They could keep it on the ground like they do here, but you also in the back of your mind have to think play action, drop back pass, screen. So there's a lot of plays that the offense is.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New England.
But think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point is good. And the Patriots move out to a 7-3 lead.
Browns 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3, and that's up to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Off the play fake. It's Gabriel. Rolling right. Now he'll run. A gain there of 27 yards.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
He's going to let this one go deep. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gabriel. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd down, 3 to go. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. A 4-yard pickup.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
One quarter in the books. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment.
You're watching SpinoKing NFL Sunday. SpinoKing NFL Sunday, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Now available, ready for everyone. By AutoZone. Get in the zone with AutoZone. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday. Same game with a new attitude since 1994.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Gabriel now on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Gabriel. In trouble, and down he goes. Caleb on chase-off. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Gabriel. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 2nd down, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they will finally run him down. What a big play there for New England. 38 yards.
That's good.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
More yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw now, May. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Jerome Baker getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
May to throw on 2nd down. Will set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. Good blocking, and he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats will take a 14-6 lead.
Patriots 14, Browns 6.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Open this drive on the ground with Ford. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. On the zone read, this is Gabriel, and he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6, and the Browns 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
At the 41-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Now Gabriel. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Gabriel. He takes off, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw is Gabriel. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
That's good for a Browns.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They send a receiver in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Here's Gabriel. He's got it at the 3. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
1-yard line.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Jamari Thrash. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Browns.
That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
The kicker on
A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns move back to within 1.
14. Browns 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. And if they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. May to the air once more. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
3rd and a long way to go. Douglas in motion. On 3rd and long, here's May. Flush to his right, and he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. tight game going into the second half? Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll step up and run this. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, New England.
41-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Stevenson. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham, there on the tackle.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
We'll go play action with May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Isaiah McGuire. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Time for our Spinos trivia question for today. Jerry Jeudy now holds the record for the most single-season receptions in Cleveland Browns history. Whose record did he break? Our answer will be revealed.
3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on 3rd down.
And he will get into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
21. Browns 13.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Starts with a run by Judkins. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
47-yard line.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer, so it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day, and I think these two might have a really bright future together, and the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Gabriel. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Browns, first down.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback, but give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Joe Batonio, former All-Pro, guilty on that one.
Still 2nd down.
To throw is Gabriel. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's in! Touchdown, Browns.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, he'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. From the gun, here's Gabriel. He's got a man! Take it in for 2! And we are all tied here in the 3rd quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Gibson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10.
Welcome back to Spinal's Trivia Question. Jerry Jeudy now holds the record for the most single-season receptions in Cleveland Browns history. Whose record did he break? And the answer? Well, it's actually 2 players, Ozzie Newsome and Kellen Winslow, who are tied with 89 receptions. Ozzie in 1983 and 84, and Kellen in 2006.
May gonna look to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's gonna be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started, to pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9
Ramondre
yards to
Stevenson was the intended target that time. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now, May, he's got Douglas going deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback Dylan Gabriel set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Gabriel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. To throw on 1st down is May. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
SpinoKing NFL Sunday, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Available now, ready for everyone, by Michelin Tires, on the road and beyond. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday, same game with a new attitude since 1994.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Throwing is Gabriel.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Gabriel. He'll let one go down the middle. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On the return is Jones. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Douglas in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw now, May. He'll try and get there on the ground. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Austin Hooper was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
May to the air once more. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. This one caught at the 4. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
1st down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Stevenson, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. They run on the jet sweep, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. The Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. That one is complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have a Browns first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll give it here to Judkins, and he'll get about 5. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Gabriel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Gabriel. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They snap it to Gabriel. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run here with Stevenson. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Gibson. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Stevenson. The elusiveness on display there Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. Again, it'll be Stevenson, and he will score again. Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown New England. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots are going to extend their lead.
Browns 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. Open his drive on the ground with 4. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
They'll work now on second and 4. Off play action now. It's Gabriel. He's going to air this one out. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy. 18 yards on the connection. It's a Browns first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Again, it's Gabriel. Oh, the ball's out. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home, as we say so long from Foxborough.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.